All right, welcome back to episode on the Attack the Rack channel. I'm blessed to be here today with Coreontae DeBerry, good friend of mine, longtime friend, teammate. We kind of been through it all
Sure.
together, and he's been pursuing his basketball career now, playing in the TBT coming up. It's a big
Yes, sir.
tournament with all the alumni and ex-college players going at it for $1 million purse, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, thank you for being here and joining me today. We'll just jump right into it, all right?
Yep, yes, sir. Let's go.
All right, TBT. You are playing for the Nasty Natty, full of ex-Cincinnati players, correct?
Yeah. So it's the TBT. Got some of my old college brothers back here in town. Guys that, like you said, I went to war with, and we had fun with. Here, and they are back in town. Guys who had pretty big names here, still have pretty big names here. So it's fun to have them all come back to the city, and and we play for a big pot of money. So
Yeah.
it's always a good atmosphere, good vibes with them guys.
Yeah, it's awesome. And it's kind of a good time of the year to catch up with them all. And it's just
hmm
good, like it's like a yearly meetup for your whole crew, which is pretty
Yep,
sweet.
yep.
Um,
Check and see how everybody's doing. Make sure no one's got fat or too skinny or stuff like that. We teach each other stuff about stuff
yeah,
like
it's
that.
sweet. Yep.
But
So is it the first round in Cincinnati?
yeah, well, we hosting the whole region. We have our own region. So like last summer, you know how Xavier was at the Centaurs.
Yep.
They have the whole region there, so everything get played there all the way up into quarterfinals.
Okay. So is it going to be at your gym?
Yes,
What's Cincy's gym called?
Fifth Third Arena.
Fifth Third. So it's all at Fifth
Yeah,
Third in the region until the
yeah,
quarter, and then you'll go
to the
where
quarterfinals.
to play in the
Then
quarters.
we will go. I think then we will go to Dayton
Okay.
because that's how far we made it last. That's how far we made it last summer, all the way up into the quarterfinals.
Okay.
And that's why we earned the chance to host it this summer because we did win our region.
That's not too bad. How far of a drive is it from Cincy to Dayton?
Like hour 15,
Oh,
hour 30
that's not
the most.
bad.
Yeah,
You can still sleep in your
yeah,
own bed and all that, so that's pretty nice.
yeah. But me, I can sleep in the car. It don't
Shit.
matter
You sleep anywhere.
anyway. But no, it's pretty cool. And then I think after Dayton, and then I think it's to Vegas.
Oh, sweet. That'd be
I think
fun.
it's to Vegas. I think so. So yeah, so we was only what 2 games off last summer, and we could have won. But like I said, their new summer brings a whole new game. So we'll see.
For sure. For sure. Who are some of the notable players that you'll be playing with tomorrow, first game? So, but who are some of the new guys that you've kind of added to the squad to
hmm
try to reach that end goal of winning?
Yeah. So we were kind of lacking. We are kind of lacking in a bigs position. I was the only, excuse me. I was the only true big, and then we had Mamadou Diarra
Mhm.
who played at UC, and we also had Marquez Fletcher Ellis who played at Rice,
Okay.
but he's from Cincinnati and he's pretty good friends with everybody that go to UC, and he was a leading shot blocker and last summer in the TBL, so he's a pretty good
Awesome.
defensive guy. That but those we had Mamadou and those and Marquez, but those guys are more fours and they're not that they don't you know they're not like bigger guys like real four bigger guys. They're more of a 3-4 guy, shot blocker, scores, stuff like that. So what we did was we capitalized on our big position.
Okay.
So we have Octavius Ellis, who was here with me when I went to UC. And we also have Nazar Brooks, who came after I left, 7 foot guy that you guys will see. And yeah, and then we got our returning front court back also. I hope I said that right, but with Jacob Evans and Jaron Cumberland, those guys coming back with our point guard with Troy Payne. Also, all those guys are coming back. So
Yeah, who's that point guard again? What's his name?
Troy Payne.
Yeah, I remember watching him. He was real good.
Yep, yep. So all those we've been working since Sunday, 2 days since Sunday. So yeah, we've been in the lab. We've been tightening up on things, and so hopefully this first game goes perfect. Hopefully this first game goes the way we wanted to go
For sure.
because we still have some guys that's still in basketball season out of the country.
Yep.
Right now we have two guys, and we expect those guys to be in after Friday. It's looking like.
Okay. So is
So
it
yeah,
is this
so yeah,
single
so
elimination?
yes,
Losing, you're done.
yes,
Okay.
yeah.
So and
So
then you win it,
so this,
you get a
huh?
million to split between everybody, right?
Say it again one more time, bro.
If you win the whole thing, you get a million to split between everybody. Is
Yes,
that what it is? Okay.
yes,
And then
yes.
how do you pick the coach? How do you determine like who
Who
coaches you?
coaches us?
Yeah.
Well, our coach, well, the GM picks the coach. The GM is, I don't know if you remember, Trent, is Kevin Johnson, who played with me.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You remember Kevin Johnson?
Yeah.
Number 25. He's a shooter.
Yep.
Yep. So he's the GM.
So he's in
He's not
charge of the
playing.
whole team,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then he kind of goes out and picks a coach
Yeah. Yeah.
to kind
And
of
then
fit
we
in
make
with
a
you guys.
decision if we want him. And the coach is Cashmere Wright.
Okay.
Do you remember Cashmere Wright?
Mm,
This is before me and you came
not
out of high
particularly.
school.
Okay.
So he was at UC before I went there, but he was a really, really known good player there. So respected point guard. So he's coaching us. He's been doing really good, putting us in good situations that we need to be in to benefit because we are bigger this year. So
Mhm. For sure. So you'll think it'll be you guys will be more focused on like slower pace and kind of half court offense, or are you still going to try to push and
mm,
transition and beat guys down the floor?
no, so that's the thing. We have the personnel to go fast, play throw it up, and play big and still play fast.
Yeah. Get you and that 7 footer in there at the same time.
Yeah, I mean we can do. We probably don't. He probably don't. Probably every now and then, but not a
Yeah.
lot. I'm gonna be in with the 7 footer because we do some of the same things, except just in a different way. I move a little bit more than he would, so I attract a lot of guys uh to suck the defense in.
Yep.
And if he's also, outside the paint, also there, so it's kind of not a really good balance. So what the coach was thinking is rotating between me and Octavius, and Octavius and Mamadou at the 4, and me and the 7 footer at the 5. So
I like that. That'd
yeah,
be
so
good.
we more bigger at the 4 position with Octavius at the 4
And
and Mamadou
you'll always have someone with size in the game too. So you're
that
not
can shoot
gonna
the ball.
yeah, and you're not gonna lag in
Yeah,
that aspect. So that'd be good. Very
not at
nice.
all. That was what we was lacking last year, and yeah, so after 3 games of yeah, they started to figure out, and it was just a different big lineup, and we needed another big, that can move also, and we just had myself with a big body, and that was it.
Yep. All right. So
So,
looking at the bracket currently, if you guys advance against Team About Billions, you'll play the winner of Brown Ballers, which you said earlier was
hmm hmm
a team out of India or just
yeah,
a lot of
India,
players from India.
and they're a mix of guys from India and all over Africa. Some guys. That's why they call it the brown ballers because they want to
Okay.
put more different guys.
Yep.
In.
And they're a pretty good team.
Yeah, they're pretty. I think they'll be a pretty good team.
Okay. And then the Brown Ballers will play Red Rose Thunder they're before you guys. They play at 3 o'clock tomorrow. Your game is at 8 p.m. tomorrow
Yep.
on FS1, correct?
Yep.
Okay. So everybody can tune into that and watch Coreontae ball out. And then I noticed that your college rival is the 2 seed on your side of the bracket. Any thoughts or concerns about the old Xavier Musketeers?
Any concerns? No.
Never,
Any
right?
thoughts? Any thoughts? Yeah, I want to try to get 30.
Yep, 30 ball.
But
Good.
yeah, man, that you already know Trent. Randy went to Xavier. So
Yep.
me and you found out about the Cincinnati Xavier rivalry real soon before me and you even made it out of high school.
Yeah. Because I
So yeah.
remember, do
And
you
yeah, it's
remember,
crazy how life works out.
do you remember the Yancey Gates? You remember that?
Yeah.
When
Oh
he
my gosh.
when he punched Kenny Freeze, I believe his name was. That was
Bro.
that was wild. That was I think that was before you got.
Yeah, that was crazy.
We still might have been in high school when that happened,
Yeah.
but that
He
was
was. He
yeah,
was.
that was crazy.
He was.
That was a wild outing there for the old
Yeah,
Cincinnati Bearcats.
that's crazy. And then I end up being a Bearcat out
Yeah,
of just going through all that kind of stuff. So
yeah,
yeah, that's crazy, man. So I'm definitely excited for that game too.
yeah,
But I mean, I'm with this TBT stuff, you got to take it one day at a time because you got to get there first. You know what I mean? Because it's
for
single
sure.
elimination.
Yeah, can't look ahead too much, especially when it's
Yeah.
a one and done kind of thing.
Yep. Yep.
Um,
But last summer, that's what we did last summer, and yeah, we made it pretty far.
yeah, that's
So we'll
good.
see.
So to get into your playing career, after high school, you went to
Okay.
two different community colleges, right?
Mm-hmm.
You were at
Yep.
Mott.
Yep. Yep.
You were at
Want
Mott
some
your first
mods?
year,
Yep. My
and
first
then
year.
transferred to Hutchinson your
Yes,
second
sir.
year, right?
Yep. Yep.
Okay, so after your second year at Hutch, what was your deciding factor for Cincinnati? Or like what other schools were on the radar at that point? Were there other schools or was it just Cincy? Or
It
like,
was. It was. It was a different situation to where there was a few schools that I didn't know that was recruiting me because of the situation I was in at the time, but
yeah,
I come to find out it was Cincinnati. I come to find out that I had Iowa State. I come to find out it was Drake, DePaul, Marquette, and I was leaning towards going on to Iowa State and Cincinnati. But Cincinnati was the guys who actually showed up to Hutch, showed up to they actually came. You didn't even know they came to Michigan. Coach Larry Davis came to Michigan one time to
really?
visit me. Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
And that level,
yeah, and then
do you think
they was
that level of care that they showed towards you
definitely,
made that
definitely
decision a little bit easier for you?
more, most definitely. They were also recruiting me when we played against Andre Drummond in Vegas.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yep.
Yeah.
That was
So
probably
yeah.
one. That might have
So
been from young Coreontae. That was probably the best outing that in performance that you had. I mean,
yeah,
and
I
probably
think that's what
even
got me my offer. To be
for
honest, bro.
sure. I think because you probably would you had like 20, you had over
25.
20. Yeah. Yeah. That game was wild. That was a crazy, and they
You
were,
played well that game too, though.
I was, yeah, but against
I
those
remember
kind of
you got
guys.
hot for a minute. I remember. I will never forget that game because I remember I didn't know how I was doing that. That's how I remember it
Hmm.
because I don't remember how I was doing that.
You like shocked yourself
Yeah, so I did shock myself. I did shock myself. So, but I mean, that's pretty much where it came to where I saw more interest in Cincinnati, and they just was consistent. So that would make my decision more easy. And then the drive that we did to Cincinnati when Randy went to Xavier, and,
yep,
visiting the college atmosphere, and then that's what kind of got my mind towards wanting to go D1.
for sure. Yeah, and I think you made the right choice. You ended up having a great career at Cincinnati.
Thank
um
you.
you just you really just kind of found who you were as a player through those couple of years in community college. High school wise, it was tougher just because you were still growing and trying to figure out how to move and that kind of thing, and mentality
Yeah,
was a little bit different. And
yeah.
I
It
think
was my senior year, and just when things started to look, you know, okay, maybe I can do something with this.
for sure, yeah,
Yeah,
and you started putting in more time, and I think you just started taking it a little bit more serious.
Being around your pops, I had no choice. You were having that.
Yep. That
You
and
was not having that.
me and coming to wake you up to get to lifting in the morning.
All that. Hey, I thank God. I thank God for all that all the time because if it wasn't for none of that kind of stuff, it wouldn't have turned out to be nothing. Because I
For
was a
sure.
lazy. I was a lazy.
Hey,
I was lazy for sure.
it happens, but look what you did from high school to current day. I mean, played
Yeah.
overseas, had a stint with some G League stuff, and continuing to grow your game and mature and just keep
Yeah.
getting better. So that was, I mean,
Now,
I think it all worked out pretty well. So
yeah. Now everything hurt from all of it.
yeah, you got those knees and hips and all that. Too much dunking when you were 17.
I know, man.
That's
Too much. Now everything hurt. But I'm still going though. I'm still active. I
yeah,
thank God that nothing crazy happened to my body. So yeah, man, long as he let me get up and keep on dunking on people and being a bully, I'm gonna keep playing. But
for
for
sure.
right now I'm gonna just, try to keep it like wine. Just
Yeah.
let it age like wine. Work out and relax, work out and relax. Not too
Yeah.
much, not too little.
Yeah. Just kind of maintain that
hmm
steady
I'm
ground.
30 now. Well, I'm about to be 30 now.
I know. Well, yeah, you're a full
We
year
both about to
younger
be
than I am. So
30.
I know.
Hey, that's crazy, bro. We both knocking on the door at 30.
Yeah, I'm almost 31.
Oh yeah, you are a year, bro.
I know. It's
Dang.
crazy. All right. I do have a question.
What's up?
Mick Cronin.
Oh man, yeah, what's up?
I need I need a good Mick Cronin story. Good or
Bet,
bad.
bet,
Good or
bet.
bad. Just kind of one of those outbursts. I mean, from it, okay, my perspective, when we were in high school and you got yelled at
Uh-huh.
by the coach, you always didn't handle it the best.
Right.
So then for you, I don't know how it went from Mott to Hutch, coach wise. I'm sure it was pretty intense. But then you decided to go play for one of the most intense college coaches in the country. So I need a good Mick Cronin story from you,
All
Coreontae.
right. All right. I could tell you too. I could tell you too.
All right.
I could tell you what made me, and I could tell you what made me realize Mick was Mick. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna say. I'm gonna say Mick.
Yep.
The first one I'm gonna tell you what made me. Okay, in practice, like you said, in practice, I don't handle people yelling at me well, right? You know that. You've been with me the longest out of anybody. So he mid practice, something happened. Maybe I missed a screen or box out or something. I don't know. I forget. It's too long ago, 10 years ago. So I stopped the practice. Blues whistle. She got up to me, got my face, yada yada yada. I said what he had to say. I couldn't say nothing. I couldn't do nothing. He he a small guy. So I gotta look down while this dude yelling in my face. And,
Yep.
when somebody yelling in your face, you can smell their breath. They might be spitting a couple. You can, you know what I'm saying? You can.
Yep. You just
So
gotta take it. You just gotta take it
yeah,
at
you
that
got
point.
to because
Yep.
if you say anything, you're going home, or you get kicked off the team or whatever,
Yeah.
or you get looked at as soft on the team.
Yep.
That ain't I tried to tuck that. I try to tuck that. I ain't want to nobody to. You know what I'm saying? Think that that's the type of person I was.
Mhm.
So I took it on the chin. Then, I guess somehow I think we got some water or something like that. Walked out the hallway, got some water. Walked into the another hallway where nobody was at. And I just like screamed and yelled and like, had to like yell it, let it out. I think I even cried a little bit too.
Just
I think
had
I even cried a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, I think I even cried a little bit. And Trent, I never cried.
Yeah. After that, that was it. That was it.
That was no for real, bro. Like, but like that right there was what like I had to take it to the chin, suck it up, and man up. And then shit, I guess when I got up out that hallway, went back into practice, he made me hop on the treadmill for taking too long and get some water because, you know, went on the treadmill for whatever, and then we went to practice. And after that, I think that right there is what made me right there.
That kind of clicked for you to be like, all right, like,
That's right there is what made me. Took it to the
yeah,
chin. After that, I turned into a whole nother player.
Was that right away when you got to Cincy?
This wasn't right away. This was mid junior year.
Okay.
Not even mid, before mid.
So
So
you've already been on
almost
campus
almost at the
for
beginning.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, almost at the beginning. And then by the time my senior year came, I had a whole different mentality.
hmm Did
I
you
was
end
just
up like
angry at everybody who tried to guard me.
how was he like outside of basketball? Like
Oh, he was cool. He was real cool. He was um like I said, Nick was cool. He invited us to his house. He, cooked for us, his barbecue himself. And
okay.
that's just things he did himself, but he always make sure we got things we needed, make sure we had food, make sure, we was always around the people that we needed to be around.
Yep.
So yeah, I have nothing but good things to say about Megan. Even last summer when we was in the TBT, he made sure he reached out to us and congratulated us and make sure he was with us game by game and giving us pointers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
That's
mean,
cool.
other than that, he was Mick is Mick.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
But I think it's good because like people sometimes when they only see the games and stuff, they only see that side of Mick, and then you just call him just a crazy little guy, you know.
Yeah. I
But like
mean,
outside of
people
it,
gonna say that. They're
he's
gonna
still
say
got to
that.
be like very respectful to you guys and treat you guys right because he wouldn't be able to get players like you and those other guys to be even around campus if he was like game day all the time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
for
I
him to
mean, like I said, it all depends on who you talking to. If you ask any of the players that Mick coached, everybody got the same thing to say.
yeah,
Any players that got bad things to say about Mick is players who didn't do what the hell they was asked to do when they was at their time there, or they didn't like their role, or they wasn't, they was being lazy.
right.
You know what I mean? Because only thing that man asks for is for you to play hard all the time. So
Yeah. Yep, and that
it
goes a
ain't
long
nothing
way.
new. It ain't nothing new from what I was getting told to do since high school. So, I mean,
Right.
somebody get in my face and tell me to play hard, ain't gonna make me fold. I'm glad
Yeah.
I didn't. So
Yep. All right. So what was your while playing at Cincinnati, you guys made a pretty good run in the tournament. Then you ended
mhm.
up playing again. You guys end up losing to Kentucky,
Yeah, we put Purdue out.
Purdue.
Mhm.
Because I remember there's the what game was it where they hit that buzzer beater, the half court
Oh, that was
UConn?
UConn. Yeah, that was UConn. And then
Because you guys,
American Athletic Conference
yes,
finals.
because
Yeah,
you guys hit a shot, and then I see you were on the bench at the time, but you turned around away from the game,
I did.
cheering, just
Yeah,
like
I did.
yeah, and then they inbounded it, heaved one up, and then I see you turn around, and it just straight in.
Bro, and I had such a good game that game. Oh my gosh.
You did. And then
I
your
had
other,
such a good game that game.
I remember watching you play against Willie Cauley Stein,
Oh yeah.
I believe it was from Kentucky. And you
I think
held,
I played pretty well that game also, but we were just too little.
yeah, you held your own against him though, and that's an NBA guy, you know. So it's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
depends on some certain things. And but
Yeah.
what was your favorite like playing memory from Cincinnati? Like, what's your highlight that sticks out the most?
Probably when we beat Purdue, probably because in the locker room I got they throw water on me, so it made me feel, like I did something big, help
Yep,
accomplish a overtime win. Matter of fact.
yep. So you had a very big impact on that game, and that's a good feel good moment for sure.
Yeah. All right. Nice
All
to
right,
meet you.
I got one more for you. Favorite high school basketball memory?
I got two.
All right.
One is when me and you went off for 20 something apiece When we played Frederick Douglass, that Frederick
Oh,
Douglass school. I
that was
forget where we was at.
we were at Lansing Eastern because we were supposed to play at the Breslin that year, and
Yeah,
then they switched it because
yeah, and
recruits
we was
couldn't play
pissed.
there, and yeah,
We was pissed at me when we both went off. I think you had like 24. I had like 25 or something like that.
yeah. Do you remember they stalled? Do you remember that? They stalled the whole because we were playing zone and they stalled the entire quarter and we just let them sit out there and dribble it.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh, yes, I remember
And we
that too.
just stood there and
Yeah,
just like playing zone for the first
dog.
quarter. But I think that game ended in double overtime, didn't it? Or single overtime?
We beat them.
Yeah, that was a
I
good
think it
one.
was yeah, and that was probably my favorite one memory because that's probably one of our last games.
Yeah. Yep.
One probably either close to one of our last or our last game together.
Yeah, I think it was when was that? I don't even remember when that was. But yeah, that was a fun one. A lot of people there
Yeah,
too, different eyes on it. So that was a lot of fun. Not as
yeah.
fun as playing at the Breslin like we did our junior year, but
Oh well,
that was fun. We lost, but it was
actually, yeah.
fun.
Now that damn, that was my junior year. I forget.
Yeah.
Now that you say that the Breslin, probably I say I say the Breslin next to that last game we had together
Mhm.
because that game I had a lot of fun because you didn't miss and I didn't miss.
Yeah. That was it.
So
When we both got going, we were pretty tough.
yeah, I had like 5 dunks.
Yeah. Yep. The one game
So
that
yeah.
sticks out too is when I think it was when it was at West Ottawa, I think.
hmm
It might have been,
Oh, actually, when I dunked on Caveman.
yeah. Yep.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Yep. That was
Yeah,
when,
that I had the yeah, that was fun.
yeah, that was when you started playing angry. So that was a good one. That was good.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, there's a lot of them though, man. You gotta think about it when Corey Willis got his first dunk in the game.
Yep.
I remember that.
That was a home game too, I believe.
Yeah, it was. It was.
That dude was a
I remember we got in a fight with Lowell.
I just,
I remember a lot of stuff, bro. We had fun.
oh, that was madness. That was right
Yeah,
before districts too, so we were just like not trying to
that
get
was fun.
suspended.
That was fun. It was fun
Besides,
though. It was fun. Looking back at it, it was fun. But during the time, some people could have got beat up, but
I
it was
know,
it was fun looking back at it. Yeah, we had some. It was fun, bro. And I remember Jamonte,
legend. He was all time
Jamonte,
legend. The pregame speech. He
he
said,
said,
"We ain't
I ain't
gonna."
gonna repeat. I ain't gonna repeat what he said on here, but it was funny, dog.
Oh, yeah, that was good. That was very good.
Nah, it was fun, man.
I would say outside of just like Holland High basketball, I thought all of our like AAU memories and stuff
Oh man,
th-
that's
that
we
like
could talk about that. We could talk about that forever, though.
being around those guys and like I don't know, that group that we had was just the best. They
That
were
was special,
and we just won a bunch of games and tournaments and like everybody was so on the right page and we were all in tune with each other and it was just it made basketball very easy.
man. Man, if all those Trent, if all those guys were still playing like last the 2 summers, like look, man, all those guys are still playing. I would have brought that team back.
Yeah, that was a great team.
That was a great team.
You're
We
probably you're probably in the best shape out of everybody.
Zach still played. He's
Who,
still
Vivek?
training. He's a little
Yeah,
here and there. Training is different than playing actually, so we don't know.
yeah, that's true. That is true.
Yeah. But hey,
All right.
it was fun. It was fun though,
It
man.
was. It was good. All right, brother. It's all about all I got for you today. Good luck at the TBT. I'll be
Yep.
watching. Play hard, get some dubs.
All right.
Try to get as far as you can. Get that millie.
All right. All right. Let us get two more under our two games under our belt, and then we can schedule another Zoom call,
All right.
something like
Yeah, that sounds
that. All
good.
right.
Little
Cool.
mid-tournament update from
Yes,
Coreontae.
sir. Yes,
Love
sir.
that. All right, big fella. Good to see
All right,
you.
man.
Good luck this weekend. Do your
Thank you.
best. All right.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. See ya.